couple hours. Tomorrow, we ride on to Atlanta, right? We're going to take a mini bye, but we on to Atlanta.
Sleepy Brown, man. Chilling with D-Mo vibes out here, man. We have a good time. We smoking cigars. We doing it big out here, man. Y'all keep watching this show. Let's go.
You already know. My homie Sleepy Brown right here, boy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Come Debo. Debo.
Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, pimps and players, and everybody in between. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Debo right here, host of Devo Vibe Sports Style. It's been a minute. Hope everything's going good with you and yours. And first and foremost, before I do anything, y'all, I want to say welcome to the new set. Your boy got a new set. Look. Your boy got a new set. You know what I'm talking about? So no more living room swag. Go upgrade to my new suite of the house, which is dedicated to nothing but A-Town, to the Falcons. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, Outcast, of course. It's going to be all A-Town, you know what I'm talking about? So we got Thursday Night Football coming up. The Buccaneers will be in town as we face our second straight divisional opponent. After last week, we took care of those stinking ass Aints. Youngway Cool! Shout out to Youngway Cool for kicking his career-long field goal of 58 yards. Hopefully this week, the offense gets going, and we won't need Youngway's heroics. So with that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and get into the review of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus our Dirty Birds, our Atlanta Falcons. And yes, like I said, I'm excited because I'm in my new crib right here, and it feels so good. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Falcon Bear, you ready? Falcon Bear, you ready? Falcon Bear, ready. He chilling. Let's go! Now let's go ahead and talk about, first of all, the Tampa Bay offense, okay? So you can't talk about the offense without talking about one Baker Mayfield. So Baker Mayfield to me is a little bit of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Week before last, he only threw for 163 yards against the Denver Broncos, but he showed them and showed out against those goddamn Philadelphia Eagles, where Baker threw for 347 yards and 2 touchdowns. So like I said, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. He's definitely buying into what offensive coordinator Liam Cohen is selling. Now, I was a little concerned about Baker Mayfield from a progression standpoint once Dave Canales went to the Carolina Panthers to be the head coach. But it looks like he's picking up right now where he left off with the accuracy he's doing, and he's really buying into Liam Cohen. He does come from a Sean McVay coaching tree, but he did coach at University of Kentucky last year. But Baker Mayfield is definitely adapted to his system. Now, one thing I'm concerned about is Baker Mayfield is his ability to be mobile, be shifty. He does a lot of improvisations, i.e. Patrick Mahomes. And you see what Patrick Mahomes did to us, though. We did contain Patrick Mahomes, though, so hopefully we can do the same thing with Baker Mayfield. Next on the list for the offense is the one and only Mike Evans. Mike Evans was also the beneficiary of that blowout last week against the Eagles, where he caught 8 passes for 94 yards and a touchdown. And you would think this future Hall of Famer would skip the beat. That's not the case. Mike Evans has, as we know, has 10 straight 1,000-yard seasons, and looks like he's in line for his 11th 1,000-yard season. The thing about Mike Evans is his ability to read a defense just like a quarterback does. He's essentially a quarterback out there just like Baker Mayfield. The way he can read the coverages and the zones and the schemes that are presented to him. He doesn't get much cover one man-to-man. However, in this situation, A.J. Terrell more likely will be on him. So we'll see what A.J. Terrell can do manned up against him. Hopefully not in press coverage, because in press coverage, Mike Evans can eat somebody alive. Hopefully Jimmy Lake and Jerry Gray somehow come up with a scheme to shift somebody over to the strong side to assist and guard Mike Evans. If not, it's going to be a long day for that defense. And one thing reference to Mike Evans, he hasn't missed a step from a route running perspective. He still can run precision routes, and he still has hands of glue. Hopefully we can get somebody to slide over to that side to help assist in that coverage. Now, as far as the running game is concerned, we do know about Rashad White. Rashad White, the running back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fairly decent running back. He shined last year. Pretty flashy running back. All eyes, from what I'm seeing from my research, a lot of Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans are talking about Bucky Irvin. Bucky Irvin is the rookie running back from the University of Oregon. I did touch on him a little bit when I did my whole 32-team review. And Bucky Irvin essentially is doing things right now that is basically putting Rashad White to the backside. Bucky Irvin has 2 of the longest runs, both 30-plus yard runs, for the Buccaneers, and he also has an average of about 5.2 yards a carry. And one thing that's concerning about this rookie from Oregon is that his lateral movement is just as fast as his straight line movement. So he's like a jitterbug out there. And Liam Cohen, the offensive corner, like I said, he does a lot of outside tackle runs. So look for Bucky Irvin as well as Rashard White to do a lot of plays outside of the tackle, and also look for both players to come out of the backfield to catch those short passes from Baker Mayfield. They are fairly good pass receivers coming out of the backfield. My player comp for Bucky Irvin, I would say he reminds me a lot of LaShawn McCoy, the former Philadelphia Eagles running back. Very shifty, lateral movement as fast as his straight line movement. That's my comp. So LaShawn McCoy is very dangerous. Bucky Irvin can be very dangerous if he's not contained at all. In closing, we need our defense, the front seven in particular, to get some kind of pressure on Baker Mayfield. If not, like I said, Baker Mayfield's mobility to get out of tough situations, if that front seven allows him to do so, it's going to be wash, repeat, and rinse all over again for that defense. The Falcons front seven has to be more effective in order for our secondary to be more aggressive. We had 4 sacks and 3 interceptions for the whole year. And so Jimmy Lake, Jay Rogers, Jerry Gray, whoever, we got to come up with a way to actually get to Baker Mayfield to make his day long and to make sure he does not get into a rhythm. We did it last week against Derek Carr. We can do it this week against Baker Mayfield. Let's go!
I'm going to go with the Atlanta Falcons and the Dirty Bird, baby.
Now, in reference to the Tampa Bay defense, one individual I had my eye on as I was going over film and looking at the replay, etc., is a larger-than-life man by the name of Vita Vea, nose tackle. And he had 2 tackles for losses last week against Philadelphia, including a mammoth sack against Jalen Hurts. And he plays a zero technique. He's a nose tackle, plays zero technique, eye to eye with the center. So it's going to be him essentially against Ryan Newsel. The good news is this, though. Predominantly, Tampa Bay plays a three-man front. So with Vita Vea being as big as he is against a experienced second string center in Ryan Newsel, hopefully one of the guards can assist, whether it be Bergeron or whether it be Lindstrom, blocking Vita Vea, because this man's a space heater. Another individual our offense has to keep an eye on is Lavonte David. And you think Father Time is undefeated? The 13-year pro out of Nebraska still has gas in the tank. Last week, the 34-year-old linebacker had 2 sacks against Jalen Hurts. So in reference to that Tampa 2 defense that's being ran by Todd Bowles, Lavonte David, he is a standard. He is the epitome of what a linebacker should look like in a Tampa 2, a la Derrick Brooks and those old school Tampa Bay Buccaneer linebackers. Lastly, one of the guys that I was looking at for Tampa Bay is cornerback Zion McCollum. Zion McCollum plays on the left side. He's a left cornerback. And this Tampa 2 defense, primarily, he does not move. He stays on the left-hand side. So he can be matched up against Drake, Mooney, or Kyle Pitts, who, well, they don't throw to Kyle Pitts. My bad. I forgot. The Falcons don't throw to Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts had 3 targets last week, right? So, yeah, Kyle Pitts, I'm not even talking about him because we don't know how to throw to him. We can't throw to him. We don't know how to throw to. All right, never mind. Zion McCollum. Okay, my bad. He plays on the left-hand side in his Tampa 2 defense. Okay, and he plays fairly well. He's a very confident man-to-man covers guy, and he's a fairly confident man-to-man cover corner. Okay, and on top of that, he has good size. He's about 6'3", 199. Good size for cornerbacks, and he has physicality as well. So, like I said, you don't hear a lot about him. So, one individual I want you guys to keep a close eye on is cornerback Zion McCollum. Offense: Kirk Cousins, Zach Robinson. We had no touchdown last week. Okay, the Tampa Bay defense has only allowed 1 touchdown pass the entire year. Zach Robinson and Kirk Cousins, they had to get on the same page somehow. And my question is this: Kirk Cousins said a couple of times that he leaves voice memos to Zach Robinson. You know what I'm saying? To like basically talk to Zach Robinson like that, let him know his ideas, his concerns, etc. My question is Zach Robinson deleting those messages? Is he just like deleting them and laughing? Because these two are now on the same page. And it looks like Zach Robinson is always trying to outsmart the defensive coordinator he's playing. Zach Robinson, you will not be able to outsmart or outcoach Todd Bowles. He's one of the best in the business. So I know I went on my rant about Kyle Pitts. 3 targets last week. Kirk Cousins, 0 touchdowns last week. One play with this thing, and I know Bijan's the man, but Tyler Algier has been ripping through defenses and running angry. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like a running back running angry. He's been running angry all damn year. I know Bijan's the man, but a couple of weeks ago, 1.9 yards a carry, that's not going to get. In the last week, he was being stuffed. I'm not saying he started to get figured out, and I do understand we are playing behind a banged up offensive line. However, Tyler Algier is playing behind the same banged up line as Bijan Robinson is playing behind. Just saying, y'all. Just saying.
Return, he kicked it 100 miles. Long spiral to the 21-yard line to Dion to the 30. Dion out to the 35, dancing 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35. Dion 20, 15, 10, 5. Dion Sanders.
So, Thursday night football. Buccaneers will be in town to face our Dirty Birds. Atlanta Falcons all day. Rise up. We got the win against those Aints last week. We got our second divisional opponent. Let's go ahead and get that dub against those Buccaneers. All right? All right. Hey, man, guess what, y'all? I see greatness in you like you see greatness in me. Thank y'all so much for coming by another episode of Devo Vibe Sports Dive, and we will vibe out soon. All right? Love y'all, man, from top of my head, soles of my feet. It's your boy, one on Devo Vibes right here, man. As always, y'all, respect, love, and peace. Deuces. Yeah!
Devo.
Who else wants some of Debo?